Sigmund Freud believed that within each of us there were two forces, the eros, which was the drive towards sexuality and life, and thanatos, the drive towards death. Certainly in our dreams, death is a recurring theme, and many people write to me about their fears that their dreams may predict to death. Rarely is this the case. Dreams about death are two things. On the one hand, they are our own questions that we're having about our mortality. Let's face it, dreams often bring up all the things that we don't want to think about, all the things we push aside out of our life, all the things we repress, all the things we'd rather not think about during day, thank you very much, and yet in night they press upon us. And death is one of those things that we all have to consider. We all will die. So very often our souls wrestle with the idea of death and what it means. It's very interesting to study the dreams of people who are actually dying, because in those dreams, where you would expect despair and upset and fear when they knew they're terminally ill, actually the dreams often represent death plus rebirth. There's a lot of symbolism within the dreams of dying people to show and indicate that there is perhaps a life after death. But death dreams mainly are symbolic. They represent your feelings about yourself, about the people around you, and the world in general. So, for example, if you have a dream about your mother dying, that does not necessarily mean your mother will die. It may represent that there's an aspect of yourself that you feel has died. It's like they say the nurturing side of you, the motherly side of you, that bit is now dead. You become a rational person that doesn't have any feelings. So that could come out in the dream like that. Or if any aspect of the type of people that might die in a dream may represent that aspect of yourself that has somehow died. You are dead to the world, they say. You are dead to your emotions. You are dead to those things that are most important to you in life. So it's acting as a spur in many ways to encourage you to look at what aspects of yourself you may be neglecting. Where is the life force going in you, and where is it being retracted? Death may also represent your fears of things going wrong in your own life. You may, for example, have a relationship's gone wrong. So you dream of the person or a person you love dying, to represent that something in you has died. That person has died out of your life. That relationship is over, and you find it ever so hard to accept. So when you have a dream of death, don't immediately assume that somebody is actually going to die in the real world. It is about yourself, about aspects of yourself that you're trying to bring back to life, to reanimate, to bring back to your awareness and your fully conscious self. And burial too can be like this. We often bury those things in ourselves we don't want anything to do with. A fear, a terrible fear that we've had, something terrible that happened to us in childhood, may be represented by a corpse that we bury into the ground. So too the dreams of death will have another symbolism, in that it's all we push out of ourselves, everything we try to bury. So in order to end these dreams, you first have to find out what it is you fear, what it is that's died within yourself, what it is that you're trying to bury and hide, what it is you're trying to escape from. It's only by being realistic that we realise that so often the fears we have of death are unfounded. That death, in fact, is a new beginning. As I mentioned with those dreams of people that were close to death, there is always hope. There is the dream of the new life. A burnt forest will always have new shoots. The phoenix rises from the ashes. Where there is death, there is also birth. Where there is an ending, there is always a new beginning.